This is preseason football on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They'll be led out by their 6'4" quarterback, the former #1 overall pick in 2015, Jameis Winston.
And this is a guy who cares totally about his team. He will do whatever it takes for a play to be successful and for his team to win. I've seen him become a lead blocker on running plays, even though I'm sure his coaches don't want him anywhere near that pile.
No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And the starting defensive unit here for Pittsburgh.
Safety DJ Swearinger brings not just athletic ability to the field, he also brings a strong belief that he can get to the football on every snap. An absolutely fierce hitter, you can feel his intensity even when you're sitting down and having a meeting with him prior to the game.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Working from the gun, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I don't care how many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
To throw, it's Wentz. And it's complete to Antonio Gates. And taking.
What's up, DKO? Nothing much. I see you are playing against the Chiefs.
Yes, I am. Field Yes, and I am. inside the 45.
Whose franchise are you in?
I'm in your franchise now.
More of this as this game
Because I know I just seen Michael. He did like another friend. I didn't even know he did one. So.
Most
I
teams
finished
like to be
Ashley's
strong
game.
down
I
the
finished.
middle.
I'm about to finish your game. Then I'm about to do
On the
his.
outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end is so good. That
I
middle
ain't
third,
even-
the seam
I've
routes,
done
the
my
in
game.
routes. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
okay.
Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
You know what today is?
On first down, Wentz.
Oh,
Looking for Jefferson.
what happened? Okay, what happened? I'm sorry. I was trying to.
No, I said, do you know what today is?
What? I know
July
what's
7th, and
happening July 7th. I'm so tired from work. So
it's my birthday.
Oh, okay, then. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Intercepted. Picked
Yeah, I
up by
forgot
Anderson.
I don't know if you have
And
Twitter,
he's
but I
just
seen a
across
picture of the
midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
It's an Atlanta Falcons coup.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And
I
don't
bought
think
my
they
first
were
lottery
above
ticket today,
all
and
week
it was
long, pointing out to their
Did you
defense
win?
that the other defense is rated higher than them.
Sadly.
You gonna let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play?
But I bought a pick 3 for midday, and the number didn't come out. But I bought another pick 3 with $5 worth pick 3.
Oh, okay.
So I got to pick 3 numbers with it comes in like 5, you know.
Oh, yeah.
Like 5
yeah.
numbers. I win anything on that tonight, I'm gonna die. I even get,
Oh man.
especially with this being my first second pick 3.
Oh, okay.
And I bought a $5 ticket. First off, I bought a $20
They responded
ticket.
to the challenge.
Didn't win
I call
nothing.
that play a success. A nice inside
About a
run
$5
sets up a
ticket.
very manageable second down.
win
A
nothing.
very
About
solid
my
gain
uncle.
on that play.
2 of those $10 tickets, he won 20 on one of his tickets and gave me the 20 back.
They go play
Oh,
action.
okay, so you made the miss. Some of you like, come
A
on.
battle for it here, and this will
Don't you
be
lose to the
caught.
Chiefs.
I'm trying
You're
not
on
to.
for- you're on
26
pro.
and a first
I just
down.
do,
so
yeah,
pro,
I
you
just
got
do
some problems.
That's
interceptions.
a read right there.
Yeah, so,
Assault cover 1. That means it's just a single high
Shouldn't be
safety.
throwing interceptions
So you
on
know if
pro.
you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
So everybody completed their
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry.
their
It's a
second
loss of
week
a
or their
yard there,
first
and
week.
it's second down. A pass
Yeah,
for negative
pretty much.
yardage.
I
Obviously
actually
no good.
tried-
Maybe he
I
shouldn't have
actually
thrown it, or
left-
maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost
I
yardage
actually
about to
left my
develop.
team of the
But
Bengals
that goes
over
against
my
every
team, tried to
instinct of a
go
receiver.
time.
They're taught to
No.
catch everything. So it's really hard to be
know
mad
why?
at him and
Because
yell
they had
at him
a
for trying to
hell of a
make that
roster.
play.
Well, let's see. I'm playing. In my division is the Eagles, the Cowboys, and the Redskins.
Oh, wow.
And sadly, none of y'all are in there.
Oh.
I was hoping I would change and have one of y'all. Hopefully, I play one.
They'll try to
I'll go
run for it with
check the schedule.
Fournette. Trying to
Yeah,
run inside,
well,
but
listen.
nothing there.
Well, I might
So
play you.
no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal. No score
Michael. I
after
play
one
Michael in
on
week
EA
3.
Sports.
Okay.
That is going to be my first loss.
Oh.
They'll try again here from the
I
7
play
on
PPF
second
in
and
week
goal.
2. That will be my in week 15. That'll be my second
Oh,
loss.
wow.
They'll give Fournette another crack.
And then the rest of
And
them.
this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there.
I play
They're
the
going to need to come
Cowboys
up with
first,
something
then the
better here
Bills,
on
and
third
then I'll
and
do
goal.
Sadly, I don't play against the Steelers.
Third and goal. Winston.
Oh,
And
come
he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. And partner, they
Bring
found a
that back
gap there in the
inside,
post
man.
pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to
yeah.
do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited
Oh,
it.
you are in mine.
Yeah, I'm playing yours.
You are
yeah.
facing the Chiefs.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm playing the Chiefs, yeah. Yeah.
Winston's pass complete to D.D. Westbrook.
Oh, that was a touchdown.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for, and this touchdown will count.
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Yeah, because I ain't even know Michael made one until I logged on. I saw him inviting me. I'm like, okay, I didn't even know he even did that.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away.
But it's not even showing you're in here. It's just showing me, Michael, and PPF.
Oh, okay. Oh, because I ain't accepted the invite yet, so I'll do that as soon as I finish yours. I'll go and accept this invite.
So now 7-0
and then I guess
they
just play that
first
just to
and 10.
get the first week out of the way.
Here we go, D, get off the field.
And yes, it is on.
The
Now it's on
begins
Pro.
with a run by
Why is it on Pro?
And from the 25,
It is on Pro too?
to the
Or it's
29,
on
Yeah.
a gain of 4.
Because I can't print this.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it.
Well, I'm
But
82.
the main goal, get a couple of
And these
first
are just-
downs,
this
run
is
some
regular
plays,
rock,
run some clock,
so-
allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first
I got
downs,
Mark.
and how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play.
Mark, I can run
I'm
the
telling you,
field.
they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time
You know, I
pass.
feel so confident that I'm even got to play this game.
How about that?
I'm going to simulate all the way to the
Let's see if
end.
they can continue to take that kind of a punch there.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Second and inches is
That's what I'm talking about,
an
baby.
invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield.
35
because he feels
to
like he can
10.
come back on third down and pick up the first down.
Just by simulating.
Sometimes you just have a great tendency.
I
Stay
win
what you are,
42
stay
to
who you
10.
know, and go get the first down. That's
Just
exactly
by
what they did.
simulating, I felt comfortable. I didn't have to play
Third and
this.
second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes.
Yeah,
is a
Roger,
receiver
suck
in
on that.
stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation,
Oh, man,
the
I ain't never
defense was
felt so
effective,
comfortable in
able to
seeing my
stop
game.
him before he
Yeah,
could
to
get
get
head
that
steam
score
going.
anyway.
On second down, McCaffrey.
I was afraid it would be
3 yards on
worse if I
first down,
played it.
just 1 yard there. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense
It would have been
was
worse
gonna
than
handle
42
him
to 10
defensively.
because
Were they gonna bottle
in
him up at
princesses,
different
I
levels,
won
so to speak, is what
66
you
to
said.
7.
What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because
Yeah,
it feels like
and then
on
her
every play, if
franchise
you're watching
game,
this
she
in the
won
film room,
66
when you
to
clicked
6.
off the film or stopped it, you don't see 11 shirts. Of that
You threw
same
another
color.
interception?
No, I just hit the button by accident. Yeah, I'm trying
I
to
said,
throw the
no,
out
I'm
route.
I'm about to take your privileges
As we
away.
thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback
you lose to the
out there
Chiefs,
for the
and it's on
second
Pro
quarter,
too, man.
but I would
Yeah,
imagine
I
we will
ain't no
not
way
see
I
him
should've
after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of
If
year
you
you got to
lose,
get your backup some reps and make sure you
I'm
protect
booting from
your
the
starting
franchise.
quarterback.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut
So what
out,
team
but
did you
let's face
pick in
it, those
Michael's
3 points,
franchise?
That's not going to solve any
Ravens.
problems either.
This is
Remember, I
fielded
said I
at the
had
goal
them all.
line.
Oh, yeah.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
That's crazy.
Oh, yeah, you just said, I'm
Here's the
tired. I'm
Kansas
sorry.
City offense now as they get set to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting
Maybe I'm
for
gonna
this
get Matt
drive,
Ryan.
when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that
Maybe
worked.
Matt Ryan's the
But
way
you
to
have
go.
be
They don't
prepared
even
for
want him.
wrinkles and
For
counters
Matt
because
Ryan.
you know they'll make some
Falcons,
adjustments.
are you drunk?
Minute 55 left to go in the first
It was
half
like,
of
we
play.
don't want that Matt Ryan. We don't want that old Lamar on our team. I don't understand why you wouldn't.
Well, right.
Coming
You're
up
getting
at
rid of an
halftime,
old guy
I'll go
and
for
to a
one
younger
person
guy.
out.
Why
Maybe
would
that's
you?
you, Charles.
Yeah,
Goes
why
to
we
another
at,
one in
right.
Orlando. The coach, he'll have stats and scores from around
Nobody
the
home.
NFL.
You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards.
I cannot believe they moving the ball.
Winston, the offense with a first.
All right, I got to go, Uncle Fly.
Okay.
7 of his passes
Nice
thus
Remember,
far.
do not lose to the Chiefs.
Oh, definitely.
I am watching right now on Twitch. I'm just not seeing it when I'm marking.
First, and that'll make it second
All right,
down.
I'm heading out of here.
Okay, all right, DKO.
See ya.
I see.
On the draw, this is Fournette. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Winston from the gun on third down. The open man is Smith. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Mario Edwards Jr. gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team that had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't
when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Badgley able to punch this one through. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2.
Let's go, baby.
The Steeler offense now with a football first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Get it. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And Calvin Benjamin's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Throwing on 2nd down. Jones, and that's complete to Gates. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They run on first down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. Darius Philon there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And he finds the tight end, Rodgers. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A gain of 32 that time.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed.
55, Mike, 55. Hey, eat. Watch the run.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, second down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
On second and goal, Jones. This is caught. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
55. Right there. 55. Here we go.
They'll run for it with Dion Lewis. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Dion Lewis taking it in as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Lutz with the extra point, and we are even at 10 apiece. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it ends with a Dion Lewis touchdown run. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. That one caught by Ellison. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Jones. Going to throw again. And he hits on the slant route to Marshall. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The Steeler 1st down on the pickup of 11 yards.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Back now in Pittsburgh. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run on first down. It's Sanders. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Watch the run. Watch the run. This side, baby. That's baby.
On 2nd and 7. Jones. Benjamin's got it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Jones. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window. Everything is flipped in the other direction.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw caught by Sharp. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Lynch. He'll buy some, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The sack there by Trent Murphy. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
Sometimes you get just a little over-eager defensively when you've got people backed up because the mentality is to attack, take the ball away, or at worst, just keep them backed up there for your own offense. They actually used their aggressiveness against them on that one and hit them big.
Absolutely. Had them pinned on the 2. Not anymore. Right back to Sanders on first down. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards that time at a Pittsburgh first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after. Having time to talk it over. Throwing again. Jones. For Marshall, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 at a Pittsburgh first.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
I'm going back to you. I'm going back to you.
Hey, wahoo!
Right there. 54, right there. Go!
Jones on first down. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked.
Second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Jones. Right back for Marshall. This time it's complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And they'll get 9 there as that set. Some up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll try and run for it with Sanders, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Ready up.
Keep it up, guys.
Ready.
Now Jones on 1st and 10, being chased out left. They'll get 5 out of the scramble at 2nd down. The Steelers signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game.
What we got? What we got? What we got?
Let's go.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Go now. 70, Indy.
Ain't no such thing as...
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. All day, baby, all day.
Now.
Jones now throwing on 1st down, letting one go deep for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The rookie there defensively to knock it away, Trayvon Mullen. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Smooth.
55.
Here's Jones to throw again. Steps away to his left. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. So it all rests now on the right leg of Will Lutz. It's just a preseason game, but this is for the win. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. The home crowd here absolutely loves it, as they should, getting the field goal in the closing moments and likely going to get out of here with a W.
A W, celebrations all around. How about how everyone's going to leave this stadium, right? And you know something? He probably makes more money than most of the 60,000 people here, but they're all willing to buy him dinner tonight, aren't they?
Oh, they don't care. He's a man of the people right now. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly, could it happen? Possibly.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew,
I can't believe I almost lost that one. Jeez.
Well, you won, did you?
Yeah, right. Jeez. I want to put up more points, but it's like, nah, I won. So shit. Oh.
Yeah, PPF's supposed to start his show. I don't know what he's doing.
What time was he supposed to start?
He's supposed to start at 4 o'clock.
Oh, good.
It's, 5 o'clock. It's 5:47. So I guess he's gonna be late. But I am gonna be doing the show right after. Well, after PPF show will be DKO show, and after DKO show will be my show.
Okay.
And then, yeah. So.
Alright, that game's done.
Alright, so now you just gotta wait for PPF to play his game.
Okay.
DKO did his, you did yours. Wait, which one did you do?
I did DKO's league, and I know I did one in your league. I don't know if y'all advanced to the y'all played y'all second week game already or not. Let me check. I'm about to check, matter of fact. Let's see.
Well, I think I advanced it, but you did win though.
Okay.
Man, I try to play Division 2, right? Bro, I can't do that stuff by myself.
What part you get stuck on? Damn,
bro. That very next one, that whatever the next one, the next mission, bro. I can't do whatever that next mission is. Right after me and you got done, after me, you and PPM got done with the other mission. I tried to do that next mission by myself. I can't remember which one it was called. I'm finna go back on it and tell you what it is, but yo, I couldn't do it. You go in that building, you gotta stand behind something, and they everywhere. I mean, they everywhere. I mean, they just everywhere. I couldn't do it. Then it was a juggernaut. It was multiple juggernauts. I was like, oh no, yeah.
Yeah, you need about damn near 3 people to take out them damn juggernauts. And them shit's big as shit.
Well, I had somebody with me, but then I don't know what happened. The person just left. So.
All right, I'm gonna play my game in your league now. I'm gonna play my third game. So.
Yep, I'm in week 4.
Okay.
The final week for preseason.
All right, so I'm gonna just push through mine then.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is...
A coach, this city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and
Yeah, they got-
passion, and you can always count on the ladder when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Philadelphia Eagles. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to
Tom
take
Brady.
over. They're led out by their 6-foot quarterback. You may have heard of him. From Purdue, it's Drew Brees.
And when you think of Drew Brees, you think of production and you think of competitiveness. That guy competes on every snap, whether it's throwing it, moving around in the pocket, calling plays, you name it, he knows how to rally a team.
On first down, Brees. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. How about a deep ball on the first play from scrimmage, putting that secondary on notice?
Brandon, all I remember when I was a player is that we always took a test the night before the game about teams' tendencies and what they plan to do. I'm not sure we think deep ball right out of the gate and putting us back on our heels.
Now it's Gurley. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be
CPF played Michael. CPF beat Michael.
And here are the starters for Philadelphia.
What was the score there? Wasn't it like, what, 16 to 10 or something like that? I can't remember.
Because we've seen some early success in the passing game in this one.
It was a close game.
Need to continue.
But PPF won.
From the 38, Brees. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And he'll take it.
The first person I got to play, I think it would be you.
Jared Cook, 38 yards. These guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
How long you go with Hasmania last night?
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
If it didn't crash that one time, it probably been 4 hours.
It was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Catch a replay after finish playing this.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
And we got another show tonight too.
And this will not be returned.
I don't know what PPF doing, but
zone for a touchback. So here are the Ravens now under 12th-year coach John Harbaugh. They'll be led out by their rookie QB, a second-round pick from Missouri, Drew Lock. Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
he said he's on 2K20.
Second down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but now it'll be 3rd down. And we get a quick peek at the Ravens starting offense.
And this offensive line, they're going to have to be a lot better than they were right there. We certainly won't measure them just by one play, but they definitely got a big challenge ahead of them in this one because this defense, they love to run blitz, and they clog up the running lanes.
Gets this out to Saquon Barkley.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they went to the football and got to him and made sure they didn't give up much run after catch.
Nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field.
Certainly
they be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? They sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Drew Brees, his 2nd touchdown pass here in the opening quarter of this game. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. 2 excellent drives for them to start this game, both ending with touchdown passes.
Yeah, they're off and running, even though they finish things off through the air. Gotta like what you're seeing from them so far. Being able to move the offense, take care of the football, and then ring that bell at the end with, as you said, 2 touchdown passes.
A drive there of just 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Complete the O'Dare Retail Store side mission.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Ravens offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game. And typically those scripts go between 12 and 24.
The mission I got to do next, I got to do Baru headquarters. You always look at the recommended
Probably
activity.
not very deep into their script.
How you know what you
I think
got to
that
do
they'll
next.
stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. From the 27, Locke got his man. It's Williams. That catch good for 5.
Why did DKO leave?
Because he said he had to do something. I think he's playing his game now.
Get the ball out to the receiver.
But he said he had to do something.
Hope he's got man-to-man coverage and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case. That play got bottled up.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Brees going to come up here, 1st and 10, and he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Here's a ball thrown right side and complete, and past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Well, they obviously read man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender.
What do you mean by that, Burke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield. Then he curls back inside for the completion.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Already
to throw on 2nd and 6. Breeze. That'll be complete to Cook. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 14. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
He's about to start.
Breeze does it again. 3 first-half touchdown passes.
He just made a party up.
And the Eagles able to push further out.
I'm going to join this party.
He's having a nice little first half here.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Well, that's something we saw over and over again in Barkley's rookie season. He had 91 catches last year, most ever by a...
What's up, PBF?
First off,
running back, part of a fantastic rookie campaign that saw him go over 2,000.
All over the place here. I'm going to. I got to do this.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down.
Happy birthday to DKO.
Yeah, happy birthday.
And that is incomplete.
So I'm going to do this.
Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league is somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
Happy birthday.
ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. And they will begin with, should we call it, far from ideal starting field position, their own 2-yard line.
So what's your definition of ideal?
The 1-yard line on the other side of the field.
Yes, exactly right. So, yes, your
Midnight
definition
there
is
already, huh?
in this
Oh,
case.
my goodness.
He has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause.
That must be nice.
500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame.
Oh,
Nowadays,
he's
in
gonna be
today's
missing all
football,
that.
500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Got us entertainment there.
Breeze now on first down.
Hey, what's up,
He
Jack
finds his tight
Bones?
end, Graham. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
I'm getting my laptop.
And now we'll hook up downfield on 2nd down. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. So for 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
There.
I loved them. Yeah, loved them.
They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. He's got a first down and inside the midfield.
Let's see our show opening promo from
Philadelphia. Todd Gurley, 61 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So you finish your second
Gold able to tack on the extra point.
Yeah, I'm finishing it up right
Here
now.
in this first half.
Hey, 360, what's up? Thank you for stopping
After
by.
the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Always glad to have you in
This
the
one
show.
fielded at the 5.
Alshon Jeffrey got hurt for 7 weeks.
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Tyrell Williams heading back out onto the field now. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
We're good.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well,
I'll be back.
we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Lock now on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Redneck, what's up?
Block now to throw. Complete. Richardson has it. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
You people
Now the Ravens
are
going to use
all
one of their
so
timeouts
smart.
as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. Now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Entire life looking down.
They'll try to run forward Barkley, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts.
What's up, Captain?
As they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
I don't know what I have to do to get
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Drew Brees getting ready to go again on offense. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown
I've
passes.
been content.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team.
Winning matches,
Keep your offense moving at a really high level. That's also how you establish leadership by playing that well. 3 touchdown passes. That's the way to lead.
He's just hoping for number 4.
Okay, then.
Brees now to throw. It's his target, the tight end, Will Tye.
I'm going to
And he'll
beat
go out
you
near
to a
midfield
bloody
at the 49. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
When we watch Drew Brees practice, the thing that always strikes us is after every throw he makes, He continues to go through his progressions.
Interrupted, by the way, after your show.
Okay, in a game, if I don't have this throw I just made, I might have this one, I might have that one. It's amazing. One of the reasons he's come out so hot today, he's already seen it happen.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, goody. Got it.
Breeze to throw again. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
My announcement is related to you. Clearly something
again,
is bothering you.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 4 touchdown passes now for Drew Brees as his guys continue to pour it on.
Talent like me shouldn't have
The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? Big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
Gold with the extra point, and a route is on here in this first half. 5 plays there on that drive. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Especially when it comes to
this one fielded at the 5.
Save yourself the trouble of losing the game. Just walk away. Walk away.
Let's go.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
But you, I honestly can't tell what you think about. Probably about Batman. I'm not even
our
sure.
Our starters likely to be out there for the 3rd quarter as we get back underway in this 2nd half. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Way too far ahead of yourself. Way too fast. And
out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained. Maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Many teams, as soon as they spot man defense, if they haven't called a hitch, they'll get to it as fast as they can. They want to put the ball in the hands of one of their best playmakers and hope that he can break a tackle on the outside and go for big yardage.
Nowhere to go that time.
And another punt.
He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Trying to drag it.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And you know what's coming next.
And Barkley did not get there. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
She's back into the ring.
I apologize in advance, partner, but the beef eaters on the interior of this D-line, you just know they were licking their chops on 3rd and short. And yes, they were rewarded with a tasty dish, stuffing that one short of a first down.
Well, we got beef eaters licking their chops, a tasty dish, and one fell swoop.
I did apologize in advance, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. That line's not even tofu. I'll tell you that much for free.
Reversed by Amaya, punch to the stomach. And Amaya has her.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
How about the boost the defense gave them? Right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Fair
This
toss
deep,
by
particularly the
Amaya.
secondary, has been
And there's a clothesline by Amaya.
They finally, though,
And
get to the
they're
quarterback,
both
get a pick.
still want to go for
he
some
loves
more.
night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention.
Not
I will
over.
bet you that he ran off the field almost
move
chuckling
on
to
to
himself. They finally got one.
Sorry,
They finally
Harley
got
Quinn,
one.
but I don't think you're ready for
He continues to
him.
struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way
But right
forward
now,
and get what he can.
we've got a one-on-one.
Second and 11 now. Lock. His throw incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the one he was looking for. Third down here.
Everything.
Just work with me a second here, because in my lifetime, seeing how quarterback
Sorry,
percentages
Karen.
have
Gotta go
changed
to
in throwing
ESPN
the
and
football. I mean, back in the good old days, if you were around 50%, you were doing okay. But now,
And he'll take it into the end zone
Everything
for
for
a
me.
Ravens touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
no, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out.
I got a question. What is the
9, and he just
momentum?
kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. Breaks through the contact. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And a nice little broken tackle run there by Todd Gurley, the 10th pick in the 2015 draft.
And that's what you get with him. That full package of speed, power, able to catch the ball in the backfield. Many people doubted him coming out because of the knee injury in college. They're seeing the full-time Gurley now, and it hurts.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run. It's Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game.
Here he comes.
But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. And he finds Clark. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Members of the KH28
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Plan was made.
Mm-hmm. Oh, this mask on his face. I mean, he's supposed to be what? I mean...
Yeah, see, redneck? See, redneck? You gotta have faith, brother. You gotta have faith.
Five on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Oh, no problem, Fly. I totally understand. The redneck's going for everything. Oh, and a gutbuster by Aaron. Now he's picking up everything. There's a kick by everything. Aaron has him up on his shoulders. And now he's going to drop him right on.
Another carry now for Gurley. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business in the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
That's caught by Jackson. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. This will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Aaron already getting a count. And we're at 3.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports.
7, 8, and everything's
throwing is Lewis.
Now he goes back into the ring.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I'm here, my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved.
And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Oh, and there's a hammer fist by
from 4 yards out. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there off the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, their coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And they'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They're looking strong here in the 4th quarter. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away.
Everything with a kick to the gut.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now.
And a running power slam to Aaron. He picks up Aaron. Aaron got him again. Into the underhook. Gut buster one more time. Now Aaron slowly getting himself back up. And everything. And Aaron going at it again. There's another punch by everything. Everything got him back
because
up.
When you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tackle and see what you did on the last drive.
What's he got?
When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
2.
When you run a screen pass really well, you gotta like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Oh, the standing
now more. Throwing again.
And
this one complete to Andre Roberts.
There's the boot to the stomach by
one thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. The tackling almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
Hey, Big J, what's up?
Is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
8. And Aaron's back up again.
The Eagles offense now gets set to head back on the field. This ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen. Dion Lewis. He's at the 50, 30, 10, touchdown. Philadelphia. Dion Lewis, an 80-yard touchdown. As his guys continue to pour it on. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead.
To the back of the head by everything. Everything's got him up. Here comes the standing.
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gold now to kick it away.
Oh, my goodness. We're back in the count again.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
3.
Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes just on and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Picking him up.
Now more.
By his head. Got him up.
This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll get this inside of Philly's 20 before being taken down.
I think that's called what?
It's a big play there for Baltimore. 49 yards.
Deep six.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but
if you lift them up and spin them around, it's a deep
finish
six.
Strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
What a difference a play makes. A huge step forward and now a small step back as he loses a yard or two.
Everything caught him. Tosses him out of the ring. Now everything.
Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
Ah, there it is.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here.
This is Miller, complete. And he'll get nothing out of that one. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it second and goal as they look for a late touchdown. More now. The quick slant caught. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late. But he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
That's a whole lot of points still to be down. But congratulations, they're still fighting, and they scored another touchdown.
My old high school coach used to say, Charles, he said, sometimes you win, sometimes you lose, and sometimes you wish you never had showed
Into the turnbuckle.
Gonna save the gas money, the hotel, what have you.
Back into
this one
the
taken from the
turnbuckle.
7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Tosses him back out of the ring. Goes up after him again.
And out come the Eagles. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 16 and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Not totally much more yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Meanwhile, this one knocked down in the backfield. It's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
My favorite color.
Mariota here to throw. Got a man open. It's Darius Hayward-Bay. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion.
Got him again.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Second and 5 now. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 5. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
8.
Mariota now.
It's a dragon.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have a day.
I mean, what does it matter? These guys who are playing in this game, there are no feelings
Exactly.
there.
They don't have to face the guy. Well, they might if they're in the same room going head-to-head. But
that's
the virtual guys on the screen don't have to face each other.
In that case, run it up.
They have gone final now in Cincinnati. And it's the Bengals that wound up winning that one. Quincy Enunwa, a terrific game for him, over 100 yards receiving, including a touchdown. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this one? Having a lopsided game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And everything ain't happy with that ref.
Explosion helped leading them to victory.
You thought it was over
defensive guys
earlier.
Saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gunn. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.
And we're going to move on to the next portion of the show. And now we have a one-on-one match between Amy Fox and Josie James. Yes, you do, Redneck. Yes, you do.
Well, considering that you're, well, I'm sorry, but I gotta go with Amy Fox. Yeah. I'm going with Amy Fox for the win. Hopefully be 2-0.
You would think so.
Hope so. Be 2-0. Where's the moderators at? How do you... They switch everything on here.
Switch everything on. Oh, don't do that. Get back here.
I mean, they switch everything on YouTube. I can't even find where your moderators at. Nothing. I don't know where that's at. Start a stream.